Welcome back. I'm John, Championship correspondent Pascal Demir with you Saturday's match between Nottingham Forest and Huddersfield. Pascal, start with the home side. Had a slight hope of making the playoffs, but they've now been extinguished.
Yeah, completely. It's just 1 point from their last 3 games, and they're now 13 off the playoffs. So there's no chance of getting into the postseason now. And yeah, they're sort of, if they finish 9th, considering how badly they were looking under Stuart Pearce, Dougie Freedman consider it a pretty good job. But you wonder if they sort of tail away towards the end of the season, if he's got a chance of keeping the job, long term, will Forest look for someone else? But in terms of their recent games, they lost to Norwich and Wolves, and then on Easter Monday they were at Brentford 2-0 up, looking pretty good, and then they concede twice late on, and the equaliser from Brentford comes in the 95th minute. So very, very disappointing for us. I mean, even if they'd won that game, they'd still be 11 points off the playoffs, so they wouldn't be necessarily any closer, or with any more chance, but just losing like that is very disappointing. One positive from the game: Tyler Walker scored his first goal for the club, son of club legend Des, and obviously Des Walker is known as a defender, but Tyler Walker's a forward. Good finish from him. He missed a gilt-edged chance earlier on in the game. I don't know how he put it wide. He was on the slide, but he still was only about 3-4 yards out and somehow put it wide. But he made that, put that right with a great left foot finish. And there's talk about him maybe coming on and being as much of a club legend as Des is. That talk is premature. But in terms of Forest, what they're looking forward to the end of the season now, they just want some good performances. They can't make the playoffs, but if they can finish strongly, and Freeman especially will want to finish with a few wins, because then that increases his chances of getting an extended deal into next season.
Moving on to Huddersfield, a good win over Ipswich last time out, to all but secure their place in the division. Yeah,
there was a really good win from them. They were 7 games without a win going into that. I think almost anyone would have thought Ipswich would have won that game. They played pretty well against Bournemouth in the game before, but Huddersfield, they took advantage of a bad mistake from Ipswich left-back Friars early on. Naki Wells took the ball on, lovely finish into the corner, to be fair to him, and that just set Huddersfield on their way. Ipswich never really got going. James Vaughan then doubled the lead in the first half. Good header from him as well. Wells and Vaughan, they've been a bit hot and cold this season, both of them. Both good strikers, and if they can sort of find some consistency, they should score most weeks and be some of the best strikers in the league. But they've been, injuries haven't helped as well. James Vaughan missed a lot of the season through injury, but like I say, basically secured that. Well, yeah, they are safe now. There's 12 points with 5 games to go. There's no one going to claw that back, and yeah, it's just good for them that they've, because you look at their squad, they haven't got the most talented squad defensively, especially. You'd expect them to struggle in this league, but they managed to keep out the league's top scorer, Daryl Murphy, so that was impressive from them. But their away form hasn't been great. Their form on the whole has been better at the John Smith Stadium. They haven't won away from home since February, so it's hard to see them getting anything out of this game.
So it's pride up for grabs probably more than anything else in this one. What's your score prediction?
Yeah, I think Forest, they'll be really gutted about the way they lost to Brentford, and obviously 1 point from 9 games, no win in 3. It's disappointing, because at one point they did look like they might be able to somehow make a late charge for the playoffs, but it's not going to happen now. So, but I think this is should be quite an easy game for them at home to Huddersfield. So I'm going to say 3-0 to the hosts.
Folks, I'm going for a 3-0 Forest win.